Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the zone for a touchback. Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Keep it rolling.
Check 15. To throw Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. Keep it rolling. So let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. One. Keep it rolling.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's go. Hey, 20.
Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
30. There you go, Tiger. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Tannehill on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. On 1st and goal, Gore. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Frank Gore taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Buying time to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw is Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's 3rd and short.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete here.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Mariota. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now running right through him. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, it's Gore. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go. Hip, hip, hip. Where you at? Set. Ooh, 88.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Drops it underneath to Gore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Set. With 30. Hip, hip, hip. Wide, get wide. Clay.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Let's go. Got 80.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. A dump off here for Gore. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Clay. Tight. 80.
To throw is Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This one fielded at the 5. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
4 down. Hey, watch this.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
One.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. 3 down. He's checking. Crash. Let's go, motion.
1.
first down, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Mariota now from the 50. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Mariota now on 2nd down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go. Three.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Three. Under 10.
Now a toss play to Lewis. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Deuce. At 20.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
One. Set. Blue 18.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The return man is Grant. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Good stuff. Hey, we got 4 down.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Let's go. Go. Zero. 50. 4 down. Deuce.
On the handoff, it's Gore. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There you go, Tiger. Watch the slap. Deuce.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Louis, 3 down. Hey, 20. Hut.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Tannehill now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Hey, 20. Here you go, Tiger.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Deuce. Run to the hut. Go. Check. Watch the Deuce.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They get it to him running left. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal.
Go. Block, block.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script. To start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. He finds an opening past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Three. Ready. Move on. One.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
That's it. Blue lady.
Mariota steps away to his left, and he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 5-2 is the mic. 1-1. 1-1.
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Man out, man out. Flag out.
Now Lewis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Check 99. Easy. Oh, here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
1-1. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Smith catches left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Mariota to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Off the toss, Lewis. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try again with Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check, check 43.
Now they'll run with Lewis, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And Suckup will put this one right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Zero. Stay. Let him go. Here we go.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Run. 4 down. Alert. Zebra. Hunt.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play. Tannehill to Parker. 58 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Set. 230.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Go. Check 3.
Now it's Tannehill. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight right. You got 3 down. Here you go, Tiger.
And the blitz does come. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Forced out to his left. Oh, and now some space to operate. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 44 to Mike. 44.
Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Let's go.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Ready? 1-1. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Motion. 1.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
Base. Check. 3 down. There you go, Tiger. Check your backer. Go. 5, 9, 50.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.